As far as the exterior, right now we're just going to do some repairing of some windows, replacing of some windows, fixing rotting wood, but cosmetically at this time we're not really doing anything major on the outside. Windows, fix the trim, coat of paint, pressure wash it, clean it up, a little bit of landscaping, it'll be done. Well, as you come to the front door of the building, you've got a small restroom on the left-hand side. We're going to be eliminating that and enlarging it. The wall in front of you as you're walking in used to be the old reception wall. We're going to be demoing that wall out. As you come through an open office after we do the demo, you go to the right. It goes back to where it used to be the old exam rooms for the dentist. We'll be knocking out 3 or 4 walls in here and opening this up for Dr. Roach to be able to put his exam tables in. And as we head further back, as we're heading, I'm going to use the term south. There's a long hallway that used to be more exam rooms for the dentist. We're going to be opening these walls up to be able to give the doctor a therapy area, a treatment area, a hydro area. So coming down the hallway, we're actually going to be knocking out another half a dozen walls. And then of course, we're going to try to keep as many existing walls as possible to keep the costs down, so we don't have to replace what's already here. But the way that it's designed right now is we're trying to open up the area as much as we possibly can, because the doctor is planning on bringing in a lot of modular units, a lot of modular equipment. So all he has to do is just stand it up in place. So once we do most of the demo, there's going to be very little build back for us to do. As we go towards I'm going to call it the east end of the building, or the east wing. This is where the doctor's office is going to be. And we're going to be putting in a shower room here for him. Past his office, then he's going to have an administrative office here. This is where his future doctor, who's going to be doing, from what I understand, the massages and the therapy. He's going to be using this. This here is going to be set up. We're taking these 2 offices here, dividing them into 3 offices, and this is where the treatment for the massages are going to be. It's coming down this hallway. And then this back room, the very back on the far end of the wing, this is where the employee break room is going to be. I'll put a little kitchenette, AC closet, storage closet, but this is pretty much just going to stay the way that it is. We're going to leave the ceramic tile in place to keep the cost down as much as possible, but there's nothing wrong with the flooring in here, so the doctor decided to go over here and leave the existing flooring down and then just go from there. Once we get the demo done, very little build back on now. It's going to be more of an open office with new flooring in, new painting, new texture on the ceiling. So inside, it'll be a brand new building once we're done finished and over. As far as
double wall that divided the big room over there. Gone. All the ceilings are ripped down. Just about all of the little rooms gone. Remember all this closet and all those little rooms that were over here, that's all gone. Bathroom and this other wall, this other whole wall is gone. So this was walls all the way down through here. You had to go in around that way and come out. That's all gone. This is going away as soon as we can get a portalet out here.
Wow.
And this goes back together. It's going to be certain areas like where this office and stuff will be. It's going to be hard to say that this is where this was. That's what you're trying to do. This whole bathroom area is coming out.
Okay.
There's going to be another wall put up and another newer bathroom. It's going to be changed all around now. And the wall's going to be moved over. This wall over here is coming out. And there's another room over there. It's going to be divided into 3 equal rooms. From here to the other side of that room there. A wall across here and a wall in between to the center of the window. This was going to be a janitor's closet to the right. And over here is going to be electrical panel and the AC unit. And now what we might do is come off of here and just go back and make it one room. Put the AC, electrical, and the janitors all in one area. Because we need to compact everything this way. Mostly the AC out this way because the roof slips so much. You can't get ductwork up in there. You have to come out some to be able to do that.
Well, you know.
Come on into Dr. Roach's house. Hello, my name's Ken Graves. I'm with DandG General Contracting. We're at a project that we just finished. We're going through a punch list right now for the Dr. Roach Chiropractic Center here in Maitland Avenue. And what we're doing is we're going through the project's doing some punch out items. So you're going to see some movement. You may hear a little bit of noise. But what I'd like to do is just kind of walk you through the project, give you some idea of what we have done when we started and how it's finishing up towards the end of the job. So to begin with, just to give you a little history about the building, this building was built back in 1964. It was a single story. We believe it was a duplex at one time. And then it had an addition put onto it. Then it had the second addition put onto it back in '76, and then a third addition put in at the early 1999, year 2000. So it's had about 4 or 5 renovations done to this building since it was built back in 1964. So let me just walk you through, give you some idea of what we've done. This area here used to be a wall going through which opened up this atrium area for entry, which became a reception desk, and it has new flooring in it, and they'll have seating involved with this project. And when we started this here was 2 separate rooms, but now that we've opened it up, this is one big open area for the entry, reception, seating area for the Dr. Roach Family Chiropractic. This here is cabinetry that was modified and built in North Carolina. As you can see, it's got 2 different colors of laminate, plus it's also got the top laminate that makes it look very nice. It looks like a marble finish, but it's actually a plastic laminate for the budget purposes of this project. This here was manufactured at the factory and then brought down here and was installed this past weekend. So this has become the reception area plus the checkout area. One side being the reception The other side being the checkout. One of the advantages that the doctor has here in his building is that he's actually has 4 adjustment areas. He's got what they call a privacy adjustment room. This area here is what they're calling the open adjustment room. As you can see, there's cabinetry, there's monitors, and there's this dividing wall that was put in to separate the open area so he can actually be adjusting 2 people at the same time in this area. Most of the lighting in this building is a recessed lighting. That way it's more calm, cool, relaxing, and you're not being blinded by a bunch of fluorescent lights. So this is more of a calming effect to you, but still have plenty of light on the property, in the building, to be able to see what needs to be done. As we walk through the building, we're in this, what they call the doctor's den. This is where the doctor can come in after treating people, and a couple of these rooms where they can come in, make phone calls, do their forms, get their paperwork taken care of. This is an adjustment room. This right here will be where his x-ray machine will be. And then this one here would be the last adjustment room in the building. Now this here used to be the development room, but we've turned this area into the back entry into the doctor's office, and this is set up to be his communication room, his data room, server room. So this will be completely off from the rest of the building, and it shouldn't affect anybody having treatment done while the people are in here doing the work on the phone equipment or needing to update anything for the doctor. This portion of the building, this room here is actually his hydro room. He's got a hydro bed that's going to be in here. And we've got the walls insulated so that the noise from the machine does not interfere with a lot of the clients or patients out here in the open area. This area here is open. This here is what they call the DRX room, where that equipment, which is the mechanical adjustment equipment that's going into this area, but it's called the DRX. And you come down through here, this here was also made by the same manufacturer that made the cabinetry. This here is just dividing walls, and this here is where the treatment areas are going to be. People lay down on the bed, and the doctor will be able to make treatments, adjustments, massaging, that type of area. He's got 3 different bays for that. As we're walking through, there's a lot of security involved in this building. There's also a sound system that the doctor had installed. We ended up having to upgrade the restroom areas, so it was 2 small bathrooms because it was a residential area. We had to open it up and, of course, make 88 bathrooms. So we have a men and a women's bathroom. This area here is actually the therapy area. This is where the doctor is going to be mounting pulleys and weights. We put these I-beams up here in the header so that he can put ropes on them for therapy for the patients that come in here. So this is actually opened up as a therapy area. This door here leads right on into the doctor's office. So the doctor has his own individual office, along with a toilet, a sink, and a shower. Great, and as we come out of the doctor's office, we're going to be going down the corridor towards the employee's break room. But just wanted to point out to you that we've got several offices and rooms down through here. On the right-hand side here is what they're going to call the kids' room. This is where the children will have a TV and toys. This here would be an assistant's office to the doctor. Then we've got a future office here for another doctor to come in. It's a mess right now, of course, because we're still doing the work, but this here's a future doctor. And this here is going to be the office manager's office. And then we've got a massage room here also for the doctor in case he wants to do some massages for some of his clients. So we've got a massage room. Then we come back to the back side of the building. This is where the employee's break room is going to be. We've got a kitchen sink, going to be kitchen cabinets, tables, open office area, and this is his utility closet where he has electrical, his water, his AC units. One of the things that I'd like to make a statement about, though, is the finishes in this building. We do have carpet tiles installed and not what they call roll goods, only because of the fact that they can be replaced and removed easily and quickly. So as the doctor brings in his equipment, and he has to move the equipment around, he needs to replace some of the carpet tiles. They're actually 18 by 18 square, and they're down on the floor as a permanent fixture, but they are on a releasable adhesive, so he can remove it and replace it as needs over the years. As most people see, it's the cosmetic, but the biggest portion of the work in this building is done behind the walls or above the ceiling. We took out all the existing duct work and had to redo the duct work, had to rewire all the electrical to bring everything up to code. A lot of these headers that you see has structural steel in it, because once we knocked the wall out, something had to hold the roof up, so we've got structural steel holding up a lot of the existing roof. And of course, we've got the sound system that are in the ceiling, so like fixtures that are in the ceiling, security, emergency lighting, all of that had to have been done above ceiling. So that's where the biggest portion of the work is, inside the walls and above the ceiling. But unfortunately, you can't see that.